technique is basically like just kind of like gets up, drop kick, gets up, super kick, zigzag, 1, 2, 3. Like that's how he wins.
Yeah.
It's so fast, and I don't know if that, in fact, in my personal opinion, I don't even matter even questioning it. I don't think that particular style, is what it takes to become world champion.
Yeah.
Because you expect a world champion at the very least to dominate someone, and who does Dolph ever dominate? Never. Anybody.
No.
If he had a match with Bo Dallas, he wouldn't have dominated.
Well, no. He did kind of dominate Rusev with the super kick.
We'll get to that. What was your favorite part about Raw this week?
Definitely not Brodie.
My favorite part was the foreign heels.
Yes. I think we have a bias being Canadian that, being foreign heels ourselves, that we want to see that kind of thing on TV. I really hope we see more of it next week. They don't have to have a tag team title run or anything, but Kevin Owens and Rusev together is just fantastic. It's really funny and they're good workers.
Yeah, they are.
And, well, what do you think about Dolph and Ryback together?
Dolph and Ryback.
It's okay. Like, it doesn't jump off the page, does it?
No, it doesn't. Like, I couldn't really see them banding together really well, other than just like, hey, we both hate these guys, so let's get them.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But then again, does Ryback really match up with anybody? To me, he seems to be just the kind of guy who's just like the big guy.
Yeah, it's just the big guy.
That's it. It is what it is. And
that's the bottom line.
Because Ryback said so. Because he wants to be fed more, and that's it. That's phenomenal. Okay, so yeah, I have to agree. The foreign heels were fantastic. That was my personal favorite part about Raw this week. My second favorite part would have to be Braun Strowman, though. Braun Strowman is a showpiece every week. And I know there's a lot of praise for Roman and Bray, and they've made a lot of improvements. Now that they've been wrestling together for months and months. But I've seen so many Roman and Bray matches that I feel like I've seen it all. And they did some new stuff last night, but even still,
throwing one of them.
Yeah.
What was it, like a sound guy or something?
Some sort of WWE employee. Some hapless employee. Talk about HR involvement. He's gonna be going to HR. I didn't sign up for this. And then Ashley will be like, well, actually, you particularly your contract here.
Can't believe they actually brought HR out.
Real HR from the headquarters in Stamford, and the real HR actually did her job. Did you know she was real HR? Like just watching her, because I just knew it. Like she gave me that HR vibe.
I had a feeling just because she just looked like an average office worker.
Yeah, like the way she talked too.
Yeah.
Just like you
didn't seem like
off the hop. You're just like, hey, maybe she's the real HR.
And she was. Good job, Ashley. Hopefully Ashley gets more on screen time. Because it's a funny angle.
Yeah.
Like, I've always joked about remember a couple of weeks ago when Stephanie McMahon and Triple H were sitting next to the ring, and Byron Saxton is shown looking at Stephanie, kind of admiringly, and then Stephanie looks over and he looks down his nose. Remember that?
Yeah.
And I joked, he's going to get a call from HR?
Yes.
Maybe because HR was always backstage so often, they're like, hey, you want to be in an angle?
Oh my god.
Since you're here with Byron, do you want...
Poor Byron. He gets so much heat.
Hi, Ashley. But seriously though, Byron's getting a little bit better. It's not just like 3 hours of dumping on Byron on non-stop.
Yeah.
It's just like the occasional, quiet Byron, or that's not Byron. Byron.
I love JBL's commentary though. And SmackDown's commentary's been getting a lot better too.
Yeah, we're talking about Booker T. Booker T is much more comfortable in SmackDown, for whatever reason. The combination of him and the King and Rich Brennan, the play-by-play guy from SmackDown, who's pretty okay. He knows the names of most of the moves, and he says them.
Yeah, that's good. Like the fisherman's suplex?
That's right, and Michael said, okay, of all the moves we've seen on Raw, how many of the moves does Michael Cole say the name of? And not just call it, oh, look at that!
Yeah, you're right. I don't think it's usually JBL or like Byron that says it.
Yeah. Because I guess maybe Maggle isn't up. Or maybe because Vince is in the headset telling him to put it over Divas Revolution and hashtag IC Championship.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hashtag Divas Revolution was hashtag crummy last night.
Yeah.
And so who do we blame for the Divas crumminess last night? Who's the fault? Right?
Well, the Divas are... Well, because the Divas have been great recently.
I think they just needed a longer match. Like, that wasn't very long at all.
It was a total disappointment. There's nothing really positive I can take out of it.
Yeah.
Did you notice there was that spot that we said that Brie botched? I saw a replay of it, and it looked... I don't really know who botched it, but Brie saved herself from a serious injury there at the last possible moment. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know if you noticed or not, but they were just trying to do a hip toss on her. And you're supposed to just do like a flip, and she wasn't quite fully rotated. She was supposed to land on her neck, but at the last moment she used her abs to pull her legs up and pike. Just at the last moment to take the bump correctly.
Wow.
And what looked like just a tiny botch wound up being like preventing herself from a disaster. So, good job, Brie.
Yeah, that's good that didn't happen.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
And aside from that, yeah, the match is unremarkable. And we were talking about absences earlier. So the absences were, I thought Dolph Ziggler wasn't there, but Dolph Ziggler was there for approximately 30 seconds. Really, really quickly. And they played his theme. We got to hear that. I'm here to show the world 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
In a span of about 5 minutes, it felt like. And aside from that, who else was absent last night?
Cesaro.
Yes. Nowhere to be found.
Which was unfortunate. He just got squashed by Big Show, and then he had a match with Bo Dallas, didn't he?
Yeah.
And it was unfortunate because like it seemed like he almost struggled against Bo Dallas too, which
I thought for a moment that suddenly Cesaro was now gonna enhance Bo Dallas. You enhanced everybody else, big buddy.
I would have been so disappointed.
It's time for you to enhance the little guy.
Big Show's tyranny needs to stop as well.
He's a tyrant. He's an absolute tyrant. And he does need to be stopped. And Brock Lesnar is the cure for Big Show disease at this point. But he just doesn't go away. He's like that rash that just doesn't go away.
Yeah. Hopefully the world's greatest giant can take the world's greatest suplexes.
Series of suplexes. The best you want.
No.
He needs to be taken all the way to Suplex City. He needs to be taken downtown to go and see the clubs. You know, go somewhere nice to eat in Suplex City. Maybe go see a show. Stay up late.
Yeah.
Get into trouble in Suplex City.
And then he'll go home with memories of Suplex City.
No, he'll go home. No, because he'll be concussed. Terribly concussed.
Because he got thrown around like a piece of meat.
Throw around Suplex City. It's a rough town. So what you were saying, I cut you off. I was caroling about Suplex City too much.
Oh, I can't remember what I said.
That's okay.
Oh yeah, I was just saying about Big Show, like, it's unfortunate that he's squashed Mark Henry and he squashed Cesaro.
Yeah, I talked about this before.
All just to build him up for Brock Lesnar.
When we saw
Brock Lesnar to knock him down.
We saw Mark Henry lose to Sheamus a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Like, what did anybody expect was going to happen in that match? It was a waste of everyone's time, quite frankly. If it was a really good match, like I'm not blaming Mark Henry or Show, quite frankly. It was just,
yeah.
Mark Henry being a veteran guy, he should have been like he has the stroke. I think he just decided, you know what, I'm just going to do my time, see my contract out, and then we'll retire. That's totally fine because it's no surprise that Goldust is going to retire soon. And Mark Henry and Goldust were the two longest, aside from Kane. So like the absolute longest serving WWE employee was Goldust, and then Mark Henry, and then Kane. So both Mark and Goldust will be retiring soon, and that's great because I think it's time for both of them to hang up pretty soon here. And Kane, I would say maybe another year or two at most. Because it'd be really cool if him and Undertaker could retire together.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
Like I'd like to see them team up one last time, and then they could just ride both of their things out for the last time.
Yeah, and then, okay, another thing. Do you think should Kane and Undertaker be inducted into the Hall of Fame in the same year? I think they should. Not like Kane and Undertaker together, but like whatever. That'd be nice. Wouldn't it be cool if they got to introduce each other? And they each get to go into the Hall of Fame, individually, obviously. But I think it's appropriate that they go in the same year. But that's just me.
Well, if one of them has a longer reign of some sorts.
Like a longer time in the WWE?
Yeah.
I don't
Or
think so.
some sort of upcoming rivalry.
Upcoming what?
Rivalry.
Okay, let's talk about this. Do you think, aside from Kane and Seth, do we see Undertaker having another rivalry after Brock?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think both of
What do you
them.
think?
Yeah, I guess so.
I feel like if both of them quit after these feuds, it would probably be good because I feel like they're going to be really good feuds. Like I can't wait to see the final match between Undertaker and Brock Lesnar.
The final match. Is that final match going to be at Hell in a Cell?
Maybe.
Can either of you project anything else beyond Hell in a Cell for Taker and Lesnar?
I honestly can't because I feel like it's been going on for a bit now. So
that's it. Okay, well, so I guess we can expect that to be the culmination of that. In all seriousness, will we see the end of Big Show then after Madison Square Garden Sunday? Is he gonna hang him up? Because where can Big Show go from here?
I don't really think he can go anywhere. I don't think he's over with the fans right now.
We saw the great reaction.
Absolutely no.
Yeah.
No.
Shut up! Shut up!
Yeah. You notice how everyone cheered much more for Mark Henry.
Yes.
Do you think Big Show cares about that? You know what he probably says? I'm a giant!
Yeah.
That's what he says for everything else.
It's what he tells himself all the time. It's just, yeah, I'm a giant.
I'm a giant.
World's greatest giant.
Yeah.
He's a...
But, yeah, I really don't see him going anywhere else
No.
after that. So I have a feeling he's just going to get buried.
No, dude.
Yeah. I have to agree.
They're just building him up to make him look strong so that Brock Lesnar looks strong when he fights Undertaker.
How much stronger do you need to make Brock look? He's killed everybody in his past.
Apparently stronger.
Who's he laid waste to this year? John Cena and Seth Rollins. Kofi, Seth Rollins again. You got hit in the dick by Undertaker.
Well, he laid waste to the entirety of New Day.
Yeah, you're right. First Kofi, and then systematically the rest.
Yeah.
I'll take him for that bus tour. Suplex City.
Sleep, conquer, repeat.
Big Show last night trying to steal Paul Heyman's line.
Oh, yeah.
I think we could all feel Paul cringe from here.
Yeah. He just got out of the ring because he's like, no, that was too bad. I'm gone.
I don't want to be associated with
I'm not a part of this.
I'm sure that's actually exactly how it went down. So, just before, I know there's a bunch of things we want to talk about, but just really quickly before we get too sidetracked, let's just go through the card really fast. So, off the top, I think we can all agree that the absolute best thing, I know, I lied. I said my favorite thing of the night was the foreign heels. But what actually was, we already talked about what everybody's favorite thing tonight was. It was John Cena and New Day.
Oh, yeah.
John Cena sucks.
Unfortunately, he didn't suck enough last night. Kick out at 2.
Hey, Xavier Woods got a few near falls on him.
Yeah, I know.
He almost,
I was excited to see him actually doing some ring work for them.
I
So
was
it was
super
so
excited.
good.
It was really good. And even though we all know that nobody ever wins the United States Open
The
Challenge.
obnoxious trumpeting or the tromboning in the room.
That's like, if and when Xavier Woods ever goes to the Hall of Fame, that right there, when it flexing and doing the trumpet, that right there, that's his career. Like,
Yes.
you pack it up.
And it's perfect. I wouldn't change a thing.
Perfect. Xavier, not even another note. You're doing it perfect. Just that many notes. No more though. Just that many.
The first time we brought out the trombone, I was like, I had a feeling that it was just going to be a one-time deal. It was going to be gone. But then they brought it back and I was like, yes.
And he keeps making it better and better.
And they amplified it.
Yes. As long as he knows, because I'm sure eventually it'll become it'll become bad eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, ride the wave.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, just
almost
keep
perfect.
going. And
Absolutely.
And then there will be,
different
something
instrument.
else to go over.
So remind me again, guys. At the end, when New Day eventually came in and interfered and screwed up Xavier's. Xavier's about to get beat anyway. He's about to take an hit. I mean, he was in the STF when he came and helped.
Yeah.
So then who came? Oh yeah, Dudley Boys came out, and they have a tag match. So yeah, then it became a 3v3 tag match, and the ending was New Day getting a screwball win because they're heels.
Yeah.
It was good. Great segment. So what was the decision on that Cena spot when he went into the wall? I think in retrospect at the time we thought, was that legit? I think it was actually a work. It's just a well executed work.
It seemed pretty legit at the time, just because of the sound it made, and like the force.
Cena's a pro. He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, that's true. He's been in the business how long?
15-time world champion. We talked a lot of smack about Big JC, but Big JC is the first valid Hall of Famer. So next night was the Divas Trash Team match. Why don't you just really quickly recap what happened in the Divas segment? Just really quickly. Started with Miz and Becky and Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
And then the bells.
And then the bells? Oh, the bells. Well, Charlotte and Miz were talking, exchanging words and shit. Then Paige, wait. The bells came out. Started talking shit to Charlotte and all that kind of shit. And Paige was came out and was like, "No, you're not the best. I started the revolution." And then didn't they have a match?
Yeah, they had a tag team match after, like a 6-person tag team match, and for some reason Paige teamed up with Becky and Charlotte.
Right. So let's talk about that. That's the first mistake. That's the first mistake. It's wrestling. We suspend our disbelief, but we expect us to believe that Charlotte and Becky would allow Paige to come back and be their teammate like that. She talked a lot of trash about them the previous week.
Oh yeah.
And it's wrestling. This is like a business where you can fight your enemies, and have HR show up. But you can fight your enemies. You would think that since they're wrestlers, she's a champion, wouldn't she have just thrown a big forearm when Paige came into the ring or something? You talk trash about my dad like that? I'll show you.
Yeah, you thought that would have happened.
But no.
At least they kind of followed up on it, because didn't she leave, partway through the match?
She did. She left.
She left partway through the match, and then Natalia came down?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Natalia came down.
Natalia came down, and she comes down to the ring and basically trades places with Paige, and we're all like, oh yeah, Natalia will take over. And Paige comes in and screws everybody.
Yep.
So Paige going full heel. Like we talked about, I don't know if full 100% heel Paige is. What?
Oh, I was just going to say, in the heat of the match, you didn't really think about that, the whole Paige being, or Charlotte being okay with Paige being in the ring there and not, knocking her out.
I'm sure there was I feel like a small part of me was asking that question. But that's wrestling though. There's always a small part of you asking the questions and then, having to basically tell yourself to, no, be quiet. It's all part of the show. It's for fun. It's pretend. They're all friends. This is all just pretend.
Sports entertainment.
It's sports entertainment.
Yeah.
It's the WWE.
And then they got swerved.
Okay. Every week. Every week we get to see, like we talked about really briefly, the IC champion. So Kevin Owens was in a match against Rusev, and it was a great match, but then Ryback's big, dumb, stupid head got in the way because he's sitting at ringside, and he got, the dog shit beat out of him. And then Dolph came out and super kicked Rusev. So we came and super kicked Rufus, and that was the end of that. Yeah. And moving along, the next thing we saw on the card was the tag team match, Primetime Players versus the Wyatt family, Braun Strowman and Luke Harper. They're a terror team.
Yes, a part of me felt like maybe Titus could stop him, but no, he just got choked out like all the others.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering who's gonna end his reign.
Brock Lesnar.
It has to be Brock, yeah. Who else? Maybe Undertaker.
Yeah, that could be the rivalry.
Undertaker
Undertaker versus the Wyatts by himself. Or maybe Taker and Kane versus the Wyatts.
Or maybe Braun just like fucking ditches the whole Wyatt his family because he become too strong and just takes over by himself.
He becomes a new brand?
Yeah, pretty much.
The new
Well, he's
face
fucking
of
old.
Kane?
Oh my god. What? But I still think a 3-man tag team between Braun Strowman, Eric Rowan, and Luke Harper would be pretty unstoppable.
Yeah.
Yes, the anti-New Day.
Yeah.
Send them out. Yeah, they have the anti-New Day. So
There'd
we...
be too much tricep meat for the New Day to handle.
That is... those 3 gentlemen, quite a lot of tricep meat.
Send out Ryback.
Does somebody say me? We, of course, throughout this night, we saw Ashley from HR coming and talking to Kane because somebody made an anonymous complaint on Kane because he was apparently making the workplace
An
unsafe.
anonymous email.
Anonymous email, yes. I sent all about it.
Yeah.
It was Seth. And Seth, being the chicken shit that he is, acted like everything was cool. It was a desperate attempt by Seth to try to play mind games on Kane, but it didn't work because at the end of the night, Seth had Kane's ankle in a chair. He apparently broke it, and Kane emerged from the ambulance moments later and beat him. I know it was silly the way he put his ankle back together.
I thought it was pretty awesome.
I know. I wasn't going to say it was not awesome. It was just really silly.
Yeah.
It was silly and awesome.
I liked the brief moment where the ambulance was just stopped and you can just see the slight red glow in the
Just
ambulance.
starting, I think.
Yeah. You knew it was coming then.
Rest in peace, those paramedics.
Yeah.
Rip.
They all went to hell.
No, they were good paramedics. They were trying to help him. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Those paramedics had family.
Oh my god, Michael Big Killer. Oh my god.
But that's part of Kane's gimmick is that he kills people.
Yeah.
So speaking of killing people, the final match of the night was Bray versus Roman. And this is a match that we've seen many times over. Many times over. So it just basically the recap essentially on this week's show. And as we knew, good old Uncle Vinny, I don't really like calling him Uncle Vinny, just good old Mr. McMahon decided to
Mr. Dumbass.
no. Seth Rollins?
Yeah.
The archaeologist.
The archaeologist. So altogether, I think the show was really good, but what dragged it down was the Big Show's stupidity and the Divas head-scratching nonsense. So I think we can agree that aside from those two things, so if we could replace, so we fix the show. It's easy. No, I'll tell you. We take Big Show to that match and put Cesaro against Mark Henry, and they go 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And Cesaro goes over in a realistic fashion because they're both really strong.
Mm-hmm. I would have liked to see with the Stardust Neville thing. I would have liked to see
I
Barrett
forgot to
come
mention
out.
because it was over so quickly. Yes.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Barrett come out and then
But
them have a triple threat.
Recap the whole segment.
Well, basically, Neville and Stardust just had a match like usual. It went by pretty quickly, and Neville was.
It was barely 5 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Neville won, right?
Barrett showed up.
Yeah, and then Barrett showed up, and he perfectly timed the bullhammer to his intro music right when it. And then he also, so he hit Neville with the first bullhammer and then Stardust with the other bullhammer, and then what did he say on the mic? I don't remember him
All
saying.
hail King Barrett, I think.
Yeah, he just said stuff like that. It wasn't too.
He didn't say I have any bad news or anything.
No,
Unfortunately.
unfortunately.
No, just
That was some bad news to hear that he didn't have some bad news.
yeah. So is it? If we want it to happen, is it really bad news?
I ask myself the same thing every day.
So that pretty much covers the card. Now that I'm thinking for covering that. One of the points I wanted to talk about was.
Did you also touch on Randy Orton and Bo Dallas?
Oh yes, it was so quick. Randy Orton, Bo Dallas, Bo Leave.
He slaughtered Bo Dallas for the Buffalo Bills.
For the Buffalo Bills, yeah.
Yeah.
The Buffalo Bills got the biggest pop of the night, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
There was like
Because they were all there.
There's
Most of them.
There's like 11 of them.
Yeah.
Like, and maybe the whole offense was there.
Yeah.
Or possibly the defense. I'm not sure. I don't really know any of those players. In fact, I know zero of them.
Yeah.
I know they're coached by Rex Ryan. That's all I know about the Bills. Go Bills. Oh, they said they were 2-0, didn't they, last night? Or did they say they're 0-2? They played 2 games. And that's all I know.
Yeah.
So the
Gave him a vintage Orton for the Buffalo Bills.
I've never seen anybody appeal for a pop more than him.
I know.
And he's like, do it more. It's almost like a redacted level.
I know.
Almost.
Almost just.
Okay, yeah. Who's Bo gonna job to next time?
Could be literally anybody.
Anybody, anytime. He makes everybody look good.
I hope somebody jumps to the Ascension sometime soon. I feel like, I wanted to say this, I feel like their gimmick needs a rework because I don't feel like it can really work with a feud.
I got it.
Other than
got
the
it.
one that they're in right now with Stardust and everything, but that's been going on.
Check this out.
Too long.
Ascension version 2. So you know how they say, welcome to the wasteland?
Yeah.
And that they're like, basically Road Warrior ripoffs. And Road Warriors are obviously inspired by the film the same way. So what Ascension should do is, because they haven't had much success, and they've basically been, getting the dog shit beat out of them for quite some time now.
Yeah.
Their costume should reflect that. See how they're like shiny and red and nice, and they look like right out of Mortal Kombat? They should become like, right out of actual Mad Max, like dusty and like very road worn and ripped. Wouldn't that look cool?
Yeah, that would be cool.
And like their makeup gets smeared, like they really had a hard time now. And that would just make them look really weathered and warm. You know what? I think if I was Ascension, this is just my crazy thinking, I would trade a better character design for more TV time, and I would put people in even more. I would actually make my offense look worse, just so my character design looks better, so I go over on Twitter. Because if you can go over on social media, I think that's what matters. And the only time anyone talks about Ascension, I think, is when people do reviews, and they have to talk about them.
Yeah.
It's not like everyone's like, well, aside from you, obviously. Oh my god, Ascension's so great. Yeah.
I like them.
Just because of big Ascension more.
I liked them when they first came out. Like, their gimmick was really strong at the start, but then they turned it into the Road Warrior kind of thing, and then I felt like it got kind of weak. But what you said would be a really good way to revive that.
Yeah. Well, they get to lose.
Yeah. But it'd still be good to watch.
So the first point that I wanted to summarize was the potential for Eric Rowan return. I was fantasy booking a little earlier about what could happen if Rowan comes back, because I think we all agree he should go back to the Wyatt family.
Yes.
That or it should be with Dean and Randy, but that was never going to happen.
No.
Because
he just fits in too perfectly, and I couldn't see him staying anywhere else for very long.
as much as I want him to you remember when Dean was in the Shield and he had the slick back hair?
Yeah.
As much as I want Eric Rowan to be that guy, Matt, you're like, just imagine that with the slick back. Clean shaven, the slick back. Tall, handsome, red haired guy.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
And then let's market Eric Rowan like this, total ladies man, like Dean, like a big tall red haired. Yeah. I don't know if I can take that seriously.
I miss the old slick back hair, Dean.
You should bring him back.
When he was the US champ.
When he was not a lunatic.
Yeah.
Right now he's a lunatic fringe.
Lunatic lariat.
Every single week. Seth Rollins on SmackDown. Here it comes. Don't even get me started. That is just too silly.
The shockwave.
That's too silly to even worth talking about. That's so silly. Dean Ambrose should bring back the slick back, but that was back when he wasn't the lunatic fringe. That was back when he was on his meds and tax-paying member of society.
He was a working man.
He was how Giles says go home and be a family man?
Yeah.
He was a family man. Only for a little while.
And now he's unhinged and on the fringe.
Yeah. But he's got Renee Young, so.
Yeah.
Fuck you, everybody. Yeah, so the fantasy of mine is a New Day versus Wyatt Family feud. It could be that opportunity to finally take the belts off of New Day because you know what? Dudley boys don't even have to ever get the titles back. They don't have to.
No.
I mean, maybe for just one time.
Yeah, I think just one time. Just
and New Day can get it back. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Just so they can increase the number.
Yeah.
So I think we're in agreement that a New Day versus Wyatt Family feud could work because if we were sitting here like 6 weeks ago, New Day was, on their way up. Wyatt Family was stalled. And Braun Strowman has totally re-injected life into him, I think. And we can expect big things from him year to year.
I know they've been feuding a bunch, but what if someday down the line, or like they did feud a bunch, but what if someday down the line New Day and PTP teamed up?
Teamed up?
Yeah.
You never know. Why not?
That would be so awesome.
Potentially.
The millions of dollars dance with the trombone.
Oh my god.
Just for that. Just for that, yes. Yes.
Yeah, like a huge chain of 5 of them doing the millions of dollars dance with Xavier Woods on the end with the trombone.
Oh, playing the Russos? Yes. Yeah, New Day just needs to have members joining all the time because all their antics is great with other people.
Yeah, they just work well with everyone.
The trombone gets better every week. What's he gonna do next week? I don't even know.
Maybe he's like taking lessons on the side.
I don't imagine.
Yeah.
Yes, but he's a really smart guy.
Yeah, he is.
He knows how to. What do you think? Did he play trombone at one point, or did he just I'll just start playing trombone?
Probably. Like when he first brought it out, the way he was playing it seemed like he knew.
Yeah. I felt the same way.
Like
maybe.
he wasn't really good, but like he knew where the positions were. Because like trombone, you have to kind of guess. Well, not really guess, but
You have to remember kind of.
Yeah,
it's not like a flute where you press buttons.
Yeah.
It's like there's that spot and that spot. There's no markings. You have to remember. Can we agree the trombone is the most annoying instrument? I don't even know if it is, but it's pretty annoying.
Yeah, it is.
Tuba maybe?
What about a piccolo trumpet? Really high pitched trumpets.
Oh god.
I like trumpets. Kazoo. Kazoo? Can't deny it. Kazoo's are really annoying. Edge and Christian did it though, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can't deny it. I think about the only other thing that I want to talk about for this week would be now that we have resolved that Bray and Roman can do, 15-20 minutes every week and make it look good and put on a good show. Who are Dean and Roman, or like what's the future for those two guys? Like earlier today, people were asking on the internet, what's Seth going to do after Kane? And I deduced that it could mean revive Roman. Right? So what's Dean going to do? Thoughts? I'm talking like after Hell in a Cell, in the next 6 weeks too, 2 months. He can't just keep sticking around being Roman's buddy.
No.
He's got to do his own thing.
It's really hard to say because
You can't be booked against Stardust, really. Maybe against Barrett.
maybe
Street Fighter versus Street Fighter.
I'd love to see that actually.
Didn't we see that match? Or sorry, you weren't with us, but we were in Vancouver, right?
Yeah.
It was a great match.
Yeah, it was. For sure.
I've never seen it on TV though, have you?
I don't think so.
It's probably happened. I haven't seen it.
I can't remember.
That'd be a good way to get Barrett back in the mix.
Yeah, it would.
Why not?
I could see them butting heads for sure.
Yeah.
Got some bad news.
Well, okay, let's take to the rapid fire section. 3 questions. Question number 1, fix the Divas for next week. I mean, fix the Divas scenario for next week, excuse me.
How do you know it's good?
Contact recharge.
Codes, hacks, Oscar, added, hacks, fixed.
Vince, please.
Vince is like,
That's on TV.
but seriously though, what do you guys think? Tell me what happens next Monday that fixes it.
That fixes it?
Longer match.
Yeah, I would just like to see.
Book match.
Book match. I don't want to book no matches, but
You just choose.
I'd like to see Sasha Banks versus Becky
Thank you.
Lynch.
Thank you. Somebody who gets it.
Because they both haven't been
Hello. Does anybody not want to see Sasha Banks on TV every week?
I do.
And I like Becky Lynch too. Like, I love
Put
watching
them
her.
in a match next week. Let's have 2 matches, or one long one or something. But let's have a match. And we can have Paige backstage shenanigans because we've noticed
She can still interfere.
Why not? Because
Well, maybe she could interfere and then triple threat.
I don't know. That's this really screwy, like cheating way of booking it.
True.
I like full matches and then have segments in between because we've had a lack of backstage segments. But then last night there's quite a lot of good segments. So let's keep it going. But a full match next week. Sasha Banks on TV. I can't deny it. That is a surefire solution. Okay. The question number 2: is there some way we can get rid of Big Show? Like, can we start a campaign? Grassroots? Should we take it to Twitter? Should we take it to social media?
Just petition the White House, ban the Big Show.
Ban the Big Show.
From the WWE.
Hashtag ban the Big Show.
And the Big Show.
No, just ban.
Yeah.
We didn't have to be removed from this world or anything. Just removed from WWE. You can carry on being the Big Show, it's not on my television.
You can continue being the world's greatest giant.
Absolutely. You can be the best giant you can be, just not anywhere near my television. Or near WWE Arena when I go and watch a live event.
Maybe you could take on some movie roles that need giant people.
Yeah. Or maybe he could somehow pitch a TV series.
Yeah.
Like maybe he's like a guy. Actually, now that I think about it, a TV series could be.
Or reality TV.
I'm a Cyclops from Greek mythology, and I'm just renting a suite with this girl who has a dog and a boyfriend, and we're just trying to get along. Big Show. Why do I even talk about you? Oh yeah, another person who was absent last night. Sheamus. Fuck Sheamus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank God. Thank God he was absent.
Yep. And the third and final question.
Maybe him and Hornswoggle were smoking weed together.
That Irish green. One can only joke. Yeah. I guess then I was gonna say maybe Sheamus could smoke some weed and then get his money in the bank taken away, but he wouldn't get taken away.
No.
He would just have to wait longer to cash it in.
Yeah.
And in that time, he can smoke more weed.
Hey, speaking of something along those lines, how about that Hornswoggle?
Oh yeah. So that's a really good point. So that's the thank you. That'll be the third and final point to end the evening. Hornswoggle was apparently he became the first WWE superstar since Ricardo Rodriguez to be called out publicly for a violation of the substance abuse or wellness policy, I guess is the word to use, the wellness policy. And it was for marijuana, and he has to pay the obligatory $1,000 fine. Now, I personally, in my honest opinion, I think that's the right thing to do, rather than ban him or suspend him or anything like that. Make them pay the fine.
Yeah.
Do you guys agree?
Yeah, I agree with that.
I guess since he's in the news right now, are we going to be seeing a Hornswoggle on WWE television anytime soon? I think Vince thinks he's just a complete joke, and I'm sure, as far as I understand, he's actually quite a decent wrestler. Unless WWE were to, build a minis division, and frankly, they don't really have time on television for yet another division.
Yeah.
I don't know. For some reason, I think some people might take offense to that in some way. I don't know. Maybe.
Not for me to judge on that. Maybe they put Swoggle on commentary though.
Maybe. I still think the only time he might come back is to maybe help Sheamus in some way when he does cash in his Money in the Bank contract.
Leprechaun gimmick is.
I know.
He's a man. He's not a leprechaun.
I hope it doesn't happen, but
I know we
I could see it happen.
Right, I know we have a dead man and a demon, but we don't need any mythical creatures in WWE, please. Okay.
Except for John Cena, because you can't see him. Doesn't exist.
Gentlemen, anything else you want to add before we sign off?
No,
Go to
I'd say we.
WWE.com.
Oh yeah, sign up for WWE Network. Only $9.95 a month.
Yeah.
This one featuring Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Oh, and all the WWE pay-per-views. Thanks again for joining us. I'm Michael Gerard. For Ian and Brodie, we'll see you again next week.
Yeah.